Let's learn how to solve problems together. Learning to solve problems helps build friendships, keeps classrooms running smoothly, and makes everyone feel included. Let's follow our Little Beanzie friends and see how they solve their problems using the 5 problem-solving steps. Lani Ladybug has been learning how to solve problems. She has been thinking about everything she just learned. Let's take a look at what she knows so far about problem solving. Step 1. What is the problem? Be clear and specific about what's wrong. Step 2. Think of as many solutions as you can. No idea is a bad idea. Make sure everyone participates. Step 3. Choose the top 3 ideas and pick the best one. Step 4. Try it out. Step 5. Check if it worked, and if needed, try the next idea. Now that you know the 5 steps of problem solving, let's watch how Lani Ladybug and our other Little Beanzie friends use these steps in real-life situations. Lani and Cale share a desk, but things are not going very well. Let's see if we can help. Lani says, "Cale's stuff is all over the desk. I don't have any room." Cale replies, "But I need space for all my books." Lani and Cale don't want to argue anymore, but this is a big problem. How can they work together to solve this problem? Any ideas? They decide to sit down and start brainstorming a list of possible ways to fix it. Let's see what they came up with. Divide the desk using a ruler and some tape. Take turns using the table, or put everything in their backpacks and only get supplies out one at a time. Those are all good options, says Cale, but how do we decide? Well, let's think about each one at a time. Taking turns using the table would take a long time and slow down their work. Putting everything in backpacks could help, but sometimes they need more than one thing out at a time for their assignments. So they decide that using the tape to divide the desk is probably the best idea. It's super easy and quick to do and will help both friends keep things neatly on their side without arguing. They use a strip of tape to mark personal space and agree to tidy up after each project so things don't get so cluttered. Looks like it worked! Thank you so much for joining Lani and Cale as they figured out the best ways to solve their problem. Did you notice how when they were coming up with ideas, they stayed calm and worked together? No fighting, no arguing, just teamwork and listening. The more ideas they shared, the easier it was to find a good solution. And they didn't pick any idea. They looked at each one carefully and chose the option that worked best for everyone, because that's what good problem solvers do. It was such great work. Now you know how to notice problems, share your ideas, and think about which ideas make the most sense before choosing the best one. These are skills you can use every time you face a problem, at school, at home, or anywhere else. I hope you enjoyed spending time with us today. See you soon!